This might sound like a paradox, but what if I told you that becoming is revealing? When I was 12 years old, I was very good at the performing arts, acting, singing, dancing, entertaining people and making them happy was very validating for me. And that's when I knew I wanted to become an actress. But somebody who loved me very much said, no, don't become an actress. Because if you meet in an accident, you can't act anymore. That crushed me. And so I forgot about it and moved on. Then I realized that my other talent was speaking through empathy. It gave me so much joy and purpose. I could take a person's mosaic of problems and simplify it into a streamlined route for success. But I was told I was too emotional and I would amount to nothing in this life. So, I am looking at my gifts that God created me with. The world hates them. The world hates me. Why am I here? Do I need to become somebody else? The pain of that rejection became unbearable. I had nowhere else to turn, and so I turned to self-harm. By cutting my left arm, it gave me a sense of peace and control and an escape from pain I could not otherwise escape. In high school, I followed rules. I did the sciences. I joined a paramilitary organization. I excelled. I became a private pilot at the age of 19. At the end of high school, it was time to decide what will I study at university. And so because I was becoming someone else to make everyone happy, when I got the pamphlet for university, I opened it to the engineering section, closed my eyes, and ran my finger down the page, stopped arbitrarily, opened my eyes, and it stopped at structural engineering. So that's what I studied. For 20 years, I excelled at engineering, but void of joy and purpose. And that came at the price of my mental health. Because at the age of 21, I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder for medical reasons. And people with BPD struggle with feelings of emptiness, intense emotions, and a fluctuating sense of self. And do you know what can help to reduce that struggle? Doing things that bring you joy and purpose. But because I was busy becoming someone else and not having any joy nor purpose, those symptoms of that struggle grew and intensified so much so to the point where I attempted to take my own life. 3 times. Years of therapy was not working. Until one fine day during COVID, I was working from home and I checked my WhatsApp messages. And my stepmother said to me, a TikTok. The title of the TikTok was, How Jamaicans Do Praise and Worship versus Americans. So I said I would do a skit. And I posted it on TikTok. Lo and behold, it went viral. All of a sudden, strangers were validating my gift of the performing arts. Finally, I fit in. Was I becoming who I was before? Was I renewing? So I did more skits, and then it blossomed into this brand that I have now with over 1.6 million followers. And if that is not enough, the therapy started working. No more self-cutting, no more suicidal ideation. But the becoming did not stop there. I shared my mental health story online and so many people resonated with it. So many people cried out for help, and the fact that I had a speaking through empathy gift, that is what I now use to heal people. The thing that people shun is the thing that now shines. It might sound like a dream, but the truth is becoming is removing or getting back the autonomy from the voices that told you no and starting to believe in yourself once again. If anyone has ever told you that what you are naturally good at will not take away from you, I challenge you to shut down those voices. Go within and become a master at your gift. And success, exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask, think, or imagine, will find you and hit you over. All because becoming is winning.